随着远古遗迹封印的解除，各路强者争先恐后，更大的危机正向东龙岛袭击。密人袭击，萧炎虽及时出手，但还是被袭击正向东龙岛席卷而来。
With your power, if you wanted to return, no one could stop you. But what would be the point? I want to prove to them that my disciple will surpass those so-called treasures of theirs who inherited the D bloodline. Forget it. Let's not talk about that anymore. As far as I know, the Yen clan possesses 4 heavenly flames, and the Yao clan has 2. When it comes to alchemy, the Yao clan is undoubtedly number 1. If you get the chance to compete at the Yao clan, you won't have to beat more than a handful of people. Hearing that, Xiao frowned. Elder Yao added that the heavenly flames were extremely powerful. Even if acquired, they wouldn't be easy to absorb. Finally, Elder Yao took out an invitation and said, "Kid, I want you to take a trip to the Gu clan. In a month, the Gu clan will hold its once in 20 years coming of age ceremony. That little girlfriend of yours will be part of it. This is the invitation. What do you say? Do you have the guts to go?" Hearing those names, Xiao Yan's hand trembled. Then he stepped forward, grabbed the invitation, and said, "Don't worry, master. I will never bring shame to you." Seeing this, Elder Yao laughed heartily and patted Xiao Yan's shoulder. "You'll depart in a few days. Once you reach the Gu clan, be very careful." Xiao Yan nodded silently, his eyes once again filled with determination. Elder Yao then said, "This time, take Tian Huizunjia and little fairy doctor with you. She's currently at the ancient tomb. When she returns, you'll head to the Gu realm together." Xiao Yan nodded slowly, pursed his lips, and tightly gripped the jade invitation as he murmured, "Huan'er, I told you, the next time we meet, it will be at the Gu clan. Wait for me." As Xiao Yan gazed into the distance, time passed. While waiting for little fairy doctor, he began to cultivate. Alone in the main hall, Xiao Yan brought out a scroll with a soul cultivation method called the Supreme Soul Decision and began studying it. Very soon, as he closed his eyes, a massive energy surged toward him. Sitting there, Xiao Yan started absorbing soul power from all around. It took quite a while before he opened his eyes and regained clarity. As he felt the immense growth of his soul power, he muttered, "This Supreme Soul Decision really is mysterious. No wonder it was the prize for the alchemy tournament champion." Right after he spoke, Xiao Yan suddenly sensed little fairy doctor's aura and was startled. She's this powerful now. Looking into the distance, a beautiful woman with long legs approached gracefully through the air. As she came closer, her stunning appearance became visible. Gently brushing her hair, she revealed a shy and charming expression. After this breakthrough, little fairy doctor had clearly matured a lot. "You're finally back," Xiao Yan said.
"What?
"Don't recognize me?" she teased. "Your aura is even stronger than Tian Huizunjia now. Probably at 7-star level, right?" At the end of episode 147, after Ziyan awakened, she immediately crushed the conspiracy of the 3 factions, helping Dragon Island secure victory. After that, Ziyan went into seclusion, while Xiao Yan also began his cultivation, eventually breaking through to 5-star Dozun before leaving Dragon Island. At this time, at Starfall Pavilion, Elder Yao and Feng Zunjia were looking off into the distance, discussing their upcoming plans. Clearly, after the previous battle with the Hall of Souls, Starfall Pavilion needed to quickly strengthen itself before the Hall of Souls returned. While Elder Yao and Feng Zunjia were talking, Xiao Yan and Qing Lin slowly arrived. Seeing them, Elder Yao and Feng Zunjia turned around with a gentle smile and said, "So you've finally returned. Looks like you've gained quite a lot this time." Xiao Yan smiled in response. Then he began to recount the entire journey he and Qing Lin had been through to Elder Yao and Feng Zunjia. After listening, Elder Yao smiled and said, "I didn't expect you to have a connection with the ancient Void Dragon clan. Good news, I have obtained information regarding the final piece of the Purifying Lotus Demonic Flame map." "Master, please tell me," Xiao Yan urged. "In Central Plains, every few years there is a trading convention. The final part of the Purifying Lotus Demonic Flame map is said to appear at this upcoming one. The current owner wants to exchange it for something else. Don't worry, Master. This time I'll go. If I find it, I'll get it at all costs." "Master, when will this trading convention take place?" "Less than a year from now." "So long," Xiao Yan exclaimed. "If you're in such a hurry, why not try to seize someone else's heavenly flame instead?" Elder Yao suggested. "Apart from Flame Valley, which other places have the most heavenly flames?" "As far as I know, the clan with the most heavenly flames is the Yen clan, one of the 8 ancient clans. Aside from the Gu clan and the Soul clan, there are also the Yen clan, Yao clan, Shi clan, and Lei clan," replied Feng Zunjia. "But Master, you only listed 7 clans?" Xiao Yan questioned. "That's right. There's one more ancient clan that has almost fallen into ruin. That is the Xiao clan, your own Xiao family." At this point, Elder Yao began to explain in detail the Dou Di bloodline of the Xiao clan and their ancestor, Xiao Xian, along with all that he knew. After listening, Xiao Yan clenched his fist. A powerful emotion surged in his eyes. After a deep breath, he asked, Master, how do you know so much about the 8 ancient clans? Do you have some connection with the Yao clan? I was indeed a member of the Yao clan, Elder Yao revealed. But I was one who was cast out. With your alchemy talent, how could you be cast out? Xiao Yan asked. Years ago, I failed a mission and was expelled. After leaving, I devoted myself entirely to alchemy. Eventually, I achieved great success, but the Yao clan never once invited me back. She nodded slightly in response. In that case, Xiao Yan said, we should get going. With that, Xiao Yan and little fairy doctor began heading toward a vast palace. At the same time, within the Gu clan, inside a great hall, Huan'er was looking extremely displeased. In front of her stood an elder who seemed to be forcing her to do something she did not want to do. A verbal argument broke out between them. Eventually, Huan'er could no longer endure it. A golden fire erupted from her eyes. A powerful energy exploded from her body, forming a ring of flames centered around her. She was furious to the extreme, forcing others nearby to rush in and stop her. Meanwhile, in another location, aboard a large ship, Xiao Yan and his team were slowly approaching the Gu clan. As they traveled, they chatted lively. Xiao Yan reminded everyone to stay vigilant, and no one objected. Soon, the ancient city came into view. Clenching his fist, Xiao Yan murmured, Huan'er, I'm here. The ship slowly entered the city. Not long after, Xiao Yan led his team toward the grand city gate. There, a formidable army stood waiting. Among them, Xiao Yan spotted a familiar figure, Lin Quan, an old rival. Of course, Lin Quan recognized him too. His spear emitted a red glow and unleashed a pressure on Xiao Yan's group before. Then Lin Quan shouted, Xiao Yan, who gave you permission to come here? Xiao Yan and his companions remained silent and unmoving. Frustrated, Lin Quan revealed his Dou Zun circle and ordered his soldiers to attack. Dozens of figures charged towards Xiao Yan's group, weapons drawn. As the spears closed in, Xiao Yan simply shook his head, a killing intent flashing in his eyes. But just as Xiao Yan and his team were about to retaliate, a cold voice rang out from the distance. Lin Quan, what are you doing? Hearing that voice, Lin Quan's expression changed slightly. Nothing, he replied coldly. Then, the person who had shouted came closer and asked, You're Xiao Yan? Xiao Yan clasped his fists and replied coldly, Starfall Pavilion, Xiao Yan. And with that, episode 148 of Season 5 of Battle Through the Heavens comes to an end. Follow the next developments on the 3D Animation YouTube channel. See you again soon.